history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. Last season, the battle for the victory bell was a classic, and SC pulled out a title.
That's right, and Fight On has had a year of bragging rights and telling UCLA, remember, who runs this thing. This is us, okay? We take care of business. Now, UCLA gets to do something about it.
You're right, Dave, and I think UCLA is a team that takes a lot of pride and mental toughness, and they admitted to us that in last year's game, they just weren't able to make the plays they needed to make when it mattered most. They want to turn the script. They want to do a better job dialing in this game to get a win over their cross-city rival.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it in the middle. It's Snow. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Jordan. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught behind the line. It's Strachan. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UCLA's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Staples. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defense. Dragged the sticks for a first down. And the Bruins kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Muscling ahead on third and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And they're not on the same page there. And the Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Hauls it in. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Might be changing the route. They'll run the toss. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Marshall. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Strachan. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
they'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by just 1 over Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. With the catch, it's Staples. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Finds his big tight end. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man all by himself. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Jordan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last. Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. To throw, it's Fafita. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10 and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Woods. Runs through a tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big third down coming up. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Quick spin on the run. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the move. First down and more.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it, fires to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here on 3rd down for this offense. The play action fake. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback on the keeper. Inside the 25. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 and 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Breaks into the open. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back in the 10. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Looking for a gap. It's Woods. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Bruins are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sauer. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. This time they'll go to the running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Fafita. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Crockett. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Trojans have moved it inside the 20. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Got it in the middle. It's Sauer. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. On the run, it's Jordan. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6 and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the Bruins, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play, sets up the screen. Snowed under by the defense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Staples. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll do it himself on the draw. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Fafita. He's got it down the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.